What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Dalton Cyr, for director and actress commentary with the one and only
Megan Brown.
Welcome to the show. So I just want to start it off real quick with, these shots are gorgeous. And I'm so happy that we got the drones together and we got these shots together because it's such a great way to just start off this film.
I mean, the sunsets in Florida are just
they're
crazy.
always top notch. You know it. Oh, my good friend the Jeep.
You could see the windshield wipers going on because it was raining. It was actually supposed to be like 90 degrees outside.
But it was really cold and there was no top and no sides to the Jeep, so everybody was just freezing. It's funny though, I had never driven a stick shift before in my life. I got a hold of the Jeep from my man Tony. Thank you, Tony, for letting us use your amazing Jeep. But I got a hold of the Jeep the night before, and I took about an hour of driving it to get used to it. And then I came in tomorrow morning, and you got in the car, you got in the Jeep, and we drove off. I could tell you were really nervous about it too.
It was. I mean, they're scary cars.
Yeah, well, I got a hold of it, obviously, so I'm happy for that. Oh, this was such a cool shot.
And it was so much fun too because we were all like singing and just having a really great time. Like it was so genuine.
It wasn't even like okay guys, act happy. Mm-hmm. We sat around a fire and hung out.
They didn't actually even tell us to do anything.
I don't really think so. We just
kind of did stuff and they filmed it.
It was great. So a huge thank you to all the actors who came out and stayed in the cold and stayed through the rain and made this thing happen because it looks so great. Now, this is funny. This is kind of ironic. The one day or one of 2 days that it was nice and warm and sunny outside, we shot all of the inside shots. So we shot inside the house and we shot inside the school because like right here, this was supposed to be the performance shot for Fall Into Place was supposed to be when it was all sunny and nice because it's a happy moment. It's a happy song. But we showed up to film at Big Talbot Island and it was like 40 and rainy and windy and we had to rewrite on the spot. We're like, you know what? We're gonna go out here.
It was crazy too with like the wardrobe and stuff because originally they were like, oh, shorts and tank tops and summer clothes. Yeah. And that always changed.
But we went out there and we filmed the performance shots and we looked at it afterwards and I actually kind of like it more.
Yeah.
The juxtaposition, everything, it just looks so cool and I just like it. But yeah, you're totally right. I remember when we were filming in Amelia Island and everybody had like jackets on and all that because it's cold. It gets cold in Florida. It actually does, I swear. For those of you who haven't been to Florida, it gets cold up here around December because December is when we filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, there were so many like good, just happy moments when I think about it when we were filming. It was such a cool experience. I want to thank, well, so many people obviously, but definitely Sharon Cobb, who worked with me on fleshing out the story. I wrote the concept and I wrote the 3 songs and then I came to her and we fleshed it out for the film. I worked with her on Invisible as well. Another amazing person who worked on Invisible and breathed with me was Duane Sikes, who is a godsend and an amazing person. And he made everything possible. So thank you, Duane.
This car. It took a beating.
It did take a beating. Well, thanks to ASAP Towing for
flipping it over,
bringing it out, and seriously, we showed up on set. It was 6 a.m. This guy came over with a big truck and took a machine and knocked the car off. The car fell, it overturned, and pieces were everywhere, and it looked great. And we filmed, and then he came at around like 5 and picked up the car and drove away. He was such a nice guy. So thank you guys. But when you see that car, there's so many ways to like insinuate a car crash or a death or whatever. When you see it, it just hits. No, the water here was insanely cold. But I only put my feetsies in there. Andrew, who was the director of photography and editor, who is fantastic. He was out probably 15, 20 feet with the camera. He was standing there. He rolled up his jeans, or maybe he had shorts on. I hope he didn't.
I think he had shorts on.
Yeah, but he was like really deep into the water, and he stood there, and we shot this thing over and over. He was just like such a...
But he got all these amazing and like artsy shots that are just so beautiful.
Yeah, he's a beast. Now this shrine was fantastic. So you see all these hearts and everything. I had fans from all over send in hearts and stuff for this project because it's part of what I do. It's part of the project I do, and that I really want my fans to have an opportunity to either directly be in the project or directly have a part of the project. So fans submitted over 300 hearts here.
And stuffed animals.
And you saw the angel wings. Kate and Kramer in Boston made these angel wings from like 1 million tiny individual hearts, and that must have took
so much time, and they're so beautiful.
It was gorgeous, man. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who submitted things, because that just made it so personal, you know. I loved it. And that shrine, we were talking about it a little bit earlier, but we really wanted to create this moment when we had the shrine and everybody there, because this was a big loss, you know. You leaving this earth prematurely was a huge toll on a lot of people, and it's one thing to gather a bunch of actors and just say, okay, now be sad. You felt it. Even if you just walked within 50 feet of the set, you felt it, this loss. And it was so tangible and it was so real. It was just, it was great. And there's a lot of moments like that in this film, which I like. They're very human moments. None of it feels artificial. None of it is like, look at that.
Especially the parents, they were amazing.
Yeah, Don Crawford and Chris Morrissey absolutely just nailed it in this film. Now, I will say, filming with Chris was a bit of a doozy because he is like 7'5" or something.
I mean, I'm sure he's shorter than that, but he was so tall. Like, I did a scene with him and I actually had to stand on a box, and I'm 5'8", which is pretty tall for my age, and I had to stand on a box just to be like to his chest.
You're taller than me, and you were standing on this box, and I was sitting there, and it was just so funny. We took pictures afterwards, and poor Chris had to get down on like a knee, and he was at like eye height with me or something. It was so demoralizing as a person, but he's the greatest. He's a really cool guy. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about the transition shots between these songs, because they're really cool, and we talked about them before we started filming, especially the shot earlier with splashing the water into the face and showing up in the house. These transitions pulled the stories together, because when I came up with the concept for this, when we all worked on the concept, I wanted it to be one overarching story with 3 parts that also could tell their own story. So you could watch Echo, the second video, and get something out of it and not be like, oh, what's happening, what's going on, and these transitions in the entire film just brought it all together so nicely. Now, right here, this is such a cool space. If you look closely, you can see Christmas trees in the back, because we filmed in December around Christmas time. But
and the yacht club that we were at, they go very out in decorations.
They were very, very much decorated for Christmas.
But I mean, it smelled good, so.
The fir trees were, I don't know if they were fir trees. I just kept wanting to make like for real or stupid tree pun jokes. I'm gonna stop now. But you can see in the piano shot where I'm performing, you can see there's Christmas decorations in the back, and I like it. It's pretty. It makes it pretty. Now, I'm a little perplexed as to why you thought I learned piano for this film. I mean, because I get it. You said, what did you say?
Because they were like, Andrew was like, oh, can you play us a Christmas song when you guys were taking a break?
Yeah.
And you were like, no. And I swore that you were like, oh, I just learned like the piano for this, and I was like, what?
Okay,
That's awesome. I can't do that.
You know what? We're gonna have a reunion, and I'm gonna play like a bunch of Christmas songs on piano for everybody. It's probably gonna be like June, and I'll be playing Christmas songs, but that's how I roll. This is another one of those moments, you know. It captures and it hits, because this dance obviously is not. It's not real. It's not set in reality.
It's like a figment of the imagination.
Yeah, it's in the ether, because you're gone, you're dead, and you have been, and it shows throughout the video. It takes time for people to overcome these events and things that happen, because this does happen. This is a project about the fragility of life and love, and people don't get over things immediately, you know. Right here.
It's crazy too how like you see the box through the whole thing,
through the video.
It's so important to the storyline.
Yeah, this is a symbol of my love and my affection, and it turns from something great, from something wonderful, to I'm about to show you this, and you're gone, and I still have this. You know,
and the necklace in it was so
beautiful. It was beautiful. Thank you to Espling Jewelry for donating the necklace, because that was just so lovely looking, and it makes it so sad. It's such a lovely necklace, and then you're gone. You know. Now you'll see right here. I was talking about the passage of time. You'll see the shrine is old now. Time has passed, and we threw dirt on stuff. We sprayed like coffee water and everything to age it. But when you take time to get over events like this, you'll see at the end, I'm not totally okay, you know? And I'm never gonna be the same.
You just accepted it.
Yeah, you take what you can, and you learn, and you move on. And you'll see right here that there is that acceptance, you know?
Boom.
Boom. God, I love it.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much. This has been a lovely director and actress commentary with your boy Dalton Cyr and the fantastic, the magnificent, the very beautiful, the very talented
Megan Brown.
Take it now. Let the crowd fall away. They talk, don't breathe. Love, don't see. Throughout their days. 'Cause we only got so many years. Let's live it all while we're still here. Let it fall. Let it fall into place. Let it fall into place. Your life skips happily through my mind. Can you really blame me for trying to make you happy all the time? We must love like we're no good. That's alright. That's alright. 'Cause we both know that nothing really shows until the night. 'Cause we only got so many years. Let's live it all while we're still here. Let it fall.